I thought today we didn't play well offensively to start the game. For the first 12 minutes, we played really good defense. We stifled Ball State at times. As the half continued, obviously we didn't score and they did. They went into halftime with a really, really big lead. I challenged our guys to come out and play inspired basketball and just come out with some energy, some effort, not to lose confidence. I thought we were playing hard, but we couldn't get any shots to fall. We started the half out. We made our run. We got it to 4. And then at that point, we gave up a couple shots. They increased the lead, and we just couldn't get back in it. I thought our guys fought, showed a lot of courage to come out and play extremely hard. But you learn from this, and I'm sure they'll understand more as we continue to move forward that you have to start the game with that same mentality. Boubacar had 2 or 3 tip dunks, to start that half, playing inspired basketball. It all goes back to me with, I put it on the seniors. You're 0-3, and you come back home, and, you have to deliver. Collectively as a team, but in particular, your most experienced players, the seniors that are in your program. So anytime we have Ty Gross with 4 points, Boubacar with 6 points, it's going to be very difficult for us to win. That's the bottom line. Guys have to deliver. We're in position. We're getting the shots. But we got to make them. We missed 14 free throws. We had 15 turnovers. And credit to Ball State. They hit shots when they were open. They're a really good basketball team. They're efficient. They play pretty good defense. But at the same time, we didn't play with a lot of energy and effort for 40 minutes. We did it in spurts. We didn't take advantage of opportunities. So with that being said, it's not going to get any easier. We're going to continue to compete. We're going to continue to learn through film, learn in practice. We have a good Ohio team that's coming in on Saturday. They beat us at their place a few weeks ago. So again, just finding a way to continue to get better, and we will. We'll go from there.
I'm just interested, how do you balance the message when you go into the locker room after a game like this of being proud of the guys for how they fought back at the start of that second half, but also addressing the issues that weren't able to be fixed?
Well, it's really no balance, to be honest with you. Players got to step up and get it done. When we were getting it done in the non-conference and beating, the really good mid-major teams and in different conferences, I gave these guys a lot of credit. I come to the press conference at that point and said, Ty Gross is the winning. We're winning. I mean, he's a different player. He's worked on his handle. He's shooting the ball well. He's playing with a lot of confidence. He's ready to take the next step. Boubacar, as a senior, is doing an unbelievable job. Noah Morgan is playing well. Whomever that we come to the press conference with, I gave these guys a lot of credit. So now that we're at this point of the season and we have a rough patch, it's the same thing. Like, you have to continue to deliver. If you don't deliver, we can't be successful. It's black and white with this situation, and it's a bottom line. Ty Gross and Boubacar have to step up and play inspired basketball as seniors. They're our leaders. They've shown and proven that they can do it. So we just have to continue to get better, and I'm going to keep challenging these guys collectively to do it.
A few quick ones for Coach.
Was there a player who stepped up in the locker room to create that spark in the second half?
Well, Boubacar was one of the guys that said it's 2 halves, and he promised to be better in the second half, which is great. It was no quit. Their heads weren't down. They're a little discouraged anytime you're down, but we were down by 15 on the road against Northern Illinois with 2 minutes to go, and we cut it to 1. So I'm trying to figure out within that 5-minute span, within the 9-minute span in the second half, how do we play like that for 40 minutes? And I understand you get tired, and it's a short leash now because I want the guys on the floor that I think are the better players to put them in position to be successful. So we got to learn to fight through fatigue. We're not playing 10 guys moving forward, but we just have to continue to play hard, bring a lot of energy and effort to the floor, because if not, when you break down and you make mistakes, teams in this league capitalize, and that's what you saw tonight. When we broke down, Ball State would always hit a 3. When we made a mistake on our press, they would go get 2 points out of it, whether it was Teague, whether it was Elamine. So we just have to learn from that, figure out how to play through fatigue and be more consistent in MAC play. And again, it goes back to the seniors, and I'm putting it on those guys because these guys, the new guys, the 10 new guys that we talk about, this is their first time in the war of the MAC, and it's a little different, and you have to adjust to it. So you expect your experienced players to carry them through. I mean, Boubacar, in the first 3 minutes of the game, had 4 paint touches, and we came up empty. 7-footer in the paint against guys 6'7". He should have 8 points. It should have been 8-2. And he's been delivering that all season. For whatever reason, he didn't deliver it tonight. We're putting these guys in position. You got to make shots. Sometimes it's a miss and make game. Tonight, when Ball State was open, they knocked it down. When we had our opportunities, we didn't. That's the bottom line. I thought we played pretty good defense, enough defense to be in the game, but we didn't deliver on the offensive side of the ball.
What caused the scoring drought in the first half?
Guys just missing opportunities. I just gave you an example about Boubacar. Ty got in the paint a few times and had opportunities. And we missed free throws too. So again, some of that is when you get fouled and the referees do call the foul, you got to go to the line and deliver. We left 14 free throws on the board. And in a game like this, you have to make probably 80 to 90% of your free throws to have a chance, and we didn't do that tonight. But again, we'll be back on Saturday. We'll continue to compete. I've been in this coaching game for 24 years. I've been here for 9. There's no quit in me or my staff. These guys don't have a choice. They're going to continue to get pushed, and we're going to figure it out. It's my job to do that, and I'm going to continue to do it. If we're down 50 or we're up 20, I'm going to continue to match the pedal. So I'm looking forward to film. I'm looking forward to practice on Thursday, and I'm looking forward to preparing for Ohio and getting our first MAC win at home on Saturday.
To continue off Ohio, what is your game plan going into that game?
Just make sure we continue to defend. Ohio's a really good team. Dartis can really shoot the ball. Obviously, they have a really good point guard in Preston. So we have to defend. In this league, you have to defend. But again, with this team, we got to manufacture points. So we'll continue to work on our offensive side of the ball. We've looked really good in practice. Leading up to every tip-off, I've really felt comfortable that we were going to win the basketball game, from Akron to Ohio to NIU and now Ball State. I've literally, going into every game, believed, like wholeheartedly, like our game plan is in, we're ready to go. And I felt we were going to win tonight. I was just so confident and believed that we would win tonight because of our preparation and the way our guys prepare for the game. So we'll continue to do our job and do our part, and I'm going to continue to challenge these guys, and hopefully we'll continue to get better. It's a long season, so I'm looking forward to it.
One more for Coach.
Yes.
Coach, Antonio Gates announced his retirement from the NFL today.
Yeah.
Could you share your thoughts on what he meant to you as a player, both in the PSL and Kent State?
Well, at first, I wish we had him tonight, okay? When he was in the MAC, he dominated this league, averaged 22 and 10. I was fortunate enough to coach him in high school and won a state championship with him. I was fortunate enough to coach him at Kent State, and I've been a long-time mentor of his and a long-time friend. It means a lot. He had a hell of a career. He's a hell of a person, somebody I speak with weekly, literally weekly, since the time he was 15 years old when I met him. I always give him a lot of credit because he started my coaching foundation. Like, he was the first player that great player that I was able to coach, and I was right out of college, 22 years old. He was 15 going on 16. So he helped me get my coaching career off the ground 24 years ago. Won a state championship with him, and I'm forever thankful because he's a great young man. He had a great career, and he's one of the best to do it, receivers and tight end, and he's even a better person. So appreciative of everything he's done to help me and continue to do for me and my family even today. So thanks for asking.